someone will join me on air, will explain some shit that happened to him and his group that was living with, or there was basically there was a Syrian refugee who lived with that German group, or you could say students or activists or whatever. And the police took that Syrian guy at night without warrant or without any shit. Anyway, so, and then the police couldn't take him because these German students or activists tried to block the way by their bodies, and then the police beat them up. And the police took the guy, and that group tried to manage and call a lawyer or something, and the lawyer managed to stop the deportation of that guy. And then they got, I don't know if, but I'm sure he's gonna explain. But what I heard that the group got death threats from neo-Nazis groups. And here's the question: who the fuck told these neo-Nazis groups that German group students helped a Syrian refugee, and the only people who were there were the police? So there is a connection between neo-Nazis, and I mean, it's not something new for me or to me, but just for the people who are really soft on the police or the law enforcement here, not mentioning that Germany is militarizing itself step by step, and it's growing its military like in a fucking mad way, justifying a lot of shit like dangerous foreign people or terrorism or whatever the shit is. It's not justifiable and it's not fine. But the blame is not on the right wing as well. The blame on the locals and on the left scene that call itself left and does not give a not just give a fuck, but there's no really progress. Because if there was progress, you would have seen the right wing down, not winning the elections last time, and the AfD is behaving like if it owns the country, and changing laws and traveling to foreign countries, making progress by itself. Where's the left? Who knows? I have no idea. I wish I would. Whatever you are, if you disagree, or I don't care. I gave my opinion, and I see it silly, irresponsible behavior from the left scene that just leaves the right wing. Let's call it fancy, the far right, not neo-Nazis, just doing anything they want, and changing laws, imposing Catholicism or Christianity on people in Bavaria, imposing the symbols on refugees there, going to foreign countries, deciding things by its own. Anyway, so I'm definitely gonna call, or someone is gonna call, and will explain. Otherwise, I would also play the videos. You just hear the horror of the police when the police took that Syrian refugee. So I am basically, yeah, I was calling, but nothing worked out. So I'm gonna play the videos, and should be tuned. Ready?
Gehen Sie zurück! Gehen Sie zurück! Gehen Sie zurück! Helft uns!
Stopp! Hey Mann, deeskalieren, Mann! Was ist mit euch denn los? Deeskalieren, Mann! Was ist mit euch denn los? Was tun Sie hier? Deeskalieren, Mann! Wer ist denn hier verantwortlich? Check das noch, oder? Gehen Sie zurück! Gehen Sie zurück!
Gehen Sie zurück! Gehen Sie zurück! Gehen Sie zurück! Helft uns!
Stopp! Hey Mann, deeskalieren, Mann! Was ist mit euch denn los?
She's tough right now.
Wer ist denn hier verantwortlich?
Check das doch, oder? Gehen Sie zurück!
Fucking sick people. Sick fucking police.
Nimm dein Fahrrad, hau den um! Lass mal! Tut mir leid, mein Schatz.
So you heard the videos. You could check the videos by yourself on YouTube. The YouTube channel called HNA. Yeah. So you could.
Hello.
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 Hey. So we are on air right now, and I was playing the videos. If you heard them, I don't know. When the police came and beat the shit out of the people who were there and took that Syrian refugee guy. So I wanted to show the people and the audience that what happened exactly from someone's mouth who was there by himself. Yeah. So you could say what happened in details, or if you want. Yeah. I know I'll ask you questions for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So how it began with you actually when you were there? What happened exactly from the first moment?
Okay. So like, it's in the main city in Witzenhausen near the marketplace.
Yeah.
One friend was like the police stood in their apartment without knocking or without ringing the bell. They were just there and telling the people, okay, there's like he has to be deported to. He has to be deported, and then yeah, there were like many people.
So they just broke into the house.
Yeah, they were just coming in. They didn't even knock. They didn't ring. They didn't show any paper or anything like that.
Yeah, so I was right with that information that they didn't have any warrant or any shit. They just broke in.
Mm.
Yeah.
They just came in.
So and I heard dogs I mean barking at you. There were dogs, right?
Sorry?
There were dogs when the police was there.
Yeah, I don't even know if the dogs came later. I think they came later. They were not there from the first moment on.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like when they realized that this deportation will not work with like only 4 police officers because there were already many other demonstrators and friends.
Yeah.
So then the police dog came.
Just I would like to know that how many because I heard that the police you hear from the video or from the audio that the police beat someone up, or the connection is out and we might get back, but that's basically what is going on with refugees. And for the people out there, anyone out of out of Germany who's thinking about coming. So we'll take the phone again. Hello.
Hello.
Hey. My question was, did someone get hurt by the police?
By the police? Yeah, lots of people, maybe 20 to 30 people.
Fuck. Did someone got really, what kind of injuries you got?
So the police, once they really started to hit people, to spray them pepper spray straight into the face, like from maybe half a meter, 1 meter distance, which is really, really, really painful. And people could not see anything or just were completely in pain. Then there were many beatings with the heavy police sticks.
Yeah.
So they even hit on people who are sitting on the ground and hitting on people who were laying on the ground. Even one guy who was unconscious, they were still hitting on him. And yeah, there were also people who got to the hospital and had to be x-rayed because maybe there was a broken bone, but I think there was no broken bone, luckily.
Luckily. Because what I heard that some people got broken bones or ribs. But good that no one, got broken bones.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you. Do you hear me?
I hear you, yeah.
Yeah. So I said it's good that no one got broken bones, but they were really hurt. They were hurt so hard, and it was like horror because when you see the video, everything is blurred and you see nothing. I don't know why it's blurred, and then these assholes need to be like in public. They need to be known to everyone. Yeah, but everything is blurred anyway. So, and the
I
other,
can explain that.
yeah,
Yeah, it's just like the person who shot the video, if it's not blurred, those police officers can prosecute them.
what the fuck?
Yeah. So like because of personal right and stuff like that.
This is fucked up. So,
Yeah.
fuck.
It's the law. So if you publish this video without blurred face, they will sue. Yeah, they will make a lawsuit and prosecute you.
I have this question. Do you think it would be safe? If that it would be safe for German students or German groups that around refugees anymore after this video or after what happened in that incident?
You mean that people know more about it, or?
No, if it's because you tried to protect and try to help that Syrian refugee. Because there was nothing by the law presented from the police officers. So you thought that it's illegal, so you did your best, and it wasn't safe. You got beaten up. So my question is, do you think it's gonna be safe if that incident happens again? It's gonna be safe for German groups or some activists or students?
Yeah, I think for me, but I think I can speak for many of the other people. It didn't matter if it was like lawfully illegal or legal. This is just another topic. But like every deportation is shit, and every deportation has to be stopped. And people, yeah, it's awful. So I hope that many people, including Witzenhausen, will stand up against deportations and will also try to stop them.
And where is Witzenhausen? In south or west?
It's
east?
just in the middle.
In the middle.
Like if you look at the map of Germany, it's right in the middle.
Okay.
It's near Göttingen and near Kassel.
Oh yes, I know Wittenham. Yeah. So, and I heard something else that you got threatened or death threats. Is that right? From I don't know. I would address it as neo-Nazis because this is not acceptable for me. But I don't know how you address it. So, did you get threats, and what kind of threats?
Yeah, especially the days afterwards.
Yeah.
Were like really intense because there were lots of lies about the action from the police. They said that we attacked them with stones and with pepper spray, which is not the truth.
Yeah.
There was no violence from us against the police.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I think, yeah, we got like emails and which said, yeah, we will get you, and like stuff like that. I don't want to say it like on the radio, but like stuff
Okay.
like that.
So
and, like,
so it is
violent threats.
okay. So it is dangerous already. Okay. So
But
that is so fucked up. And
Yeah.
yeah, and I said earlier in the session that how these people who threatened you, how they got the information that you were the people who protected that Syrian refugee. And the only people, I mean, were there were the police officers and you. So
Yeah.
I said that there is definitely corrupted police department shit, and they leaked the informations or told already some neo-Nazis groups or whatever. That's what I said earlier, because I mean, for me, it doesn't make sense how even they got your emails.
How they got our address and stuff.
Yeah.
It was like this. So after everything was finished, the police made a press message
Yeah.
where they like told lies.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Witzenhausen AK Asyl, which is like community of people working for and with refugees, like there are also refugees in.
Yeah.
And they made a statement, a press statement, which said, no, this is not true. People reported otherwise, and this is not the truth. And so there's like a public email address for the AK Asyl.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think like the people who threatened the AK Asyl or threatened the group of people got the address from there. So
Okay.
I don't think that the police leaked the information
Okay. Okay.
because they don't.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You trust in them that they don't.
Sorry?
You trust in the police that they're not gonna leak anything.
I don't know what the police will leak or what they don't leak, but I think this is a piece of information that everybody can get.
Okay. Okay. I just
So it's
yeah.
not like,
So you have to actually, you have to say, I mean, protect yourself and not to say everything and not to say everything clear, but it is dangerous already. Yeah, and I know your position, and so I would say exactly what you are saying right now if that was the case. But the question here, when are we going to be strong enough to present such stuff or such breaking in or attacks by the police without any, even if there was a warrant? It's not logical sometimes and doesn't make sense because, I mean, the right wing or the AfD is changing the law already. Yeah, I know your position. It is totally fine. But in the end, it's still fucked up. Still shit what happened. And I know that such things happen, but there is no records, there is no evidence, there is no documents, there is nothing. But he was lucky, the Syrian refugee, that he was with you, and you had a camera, and you had some contacts, and you tried to save him, basically. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Is he okay now?
I don't have a lot of contact to him. I don't know.
Okay. So, do you know what happened after they took him?
After they took him,
Yeah.
they brought him to Eschwege, which is like 30 kilometers away.
Yeah.
And then
Is
they...
Is it a camp or what is it?
No, in Eschwege is just the police station,
Okay. All right.
which is like the district capital.
Mm-hmm.
So they brought him there.
Yeah.
And yeah, there were also people like who got then from Witzenhausen to Eschwege,
Mm-hmm.
and they were standing in front of the police station because they just guessed that he's there.
Yeah.
And So again, the police lied to them and said, no, he's not there. He's already on the way to the airport.
Yeah.
And yeah, they lied to them for maybe about 2 hours. And then finally, people, like 1 or 2 persons, were allowed to visit him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was not allowed to take anything. Like, he was just in his cloth, no luggage, no purse,
Nothing.
just his mobile. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so they got in and just were able to talk to him.
Yeah.
And then finally they brought him to, like, in a car to the airport.
Yeah.
It was maybe around 6 or 7 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. So he was gonna be.
And then
Mm-hmm. He was gonna be deported in the same day, right?
yeah, it was like he was
Like right away. It's fucking kidnapping.
yeah, it's fucking kidnapping.
What the fuck? It's not deporting. What even? I mean, even if it's legal like this, what the fuck? Yeah, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, but there's lots of shit is legal that is extremely fucked up.
Yeah.
So many of the things that are going on with deportations are like formally legal.
Mm-hmm.
So the police is allowed to do it, but it's still extremely fucked up.
So.
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, after, like, then in the morning, they were able to reach his lawyer, and she just, like, got up,
Yeah.
talked to the ministry and said, no, it's not allowed. Like, it's illegal to deport this person, and I have papers to prove them,
Mm-hmm.
prove that.
Yeah.
And so, like, I think 10, 15 minutes after that, she clarified it, and the police car turned around on the motorway.
Ah.
So they came back
Fuck.
because they realized that they did the wrong thing and they had the wrong person, or it's not legal to deport that person. And yeah, so they didn't bring him back to Witzenhausen,
Yeah.
but they brought him back to Eschwege, which is like 30 kilometers away.
Okay.
And so they brought him to the train station, and he had to get back on his own with the train.
Okay.
Like, after this night of being kidnapped by the police,
Mm-hmm.
held prisoner in a cell, and treated like a criminal, they didn't even bring him back to Witzenhausen, to his home.
Mm-hmm. And then?
And then, yeah, the police started to tell lies about the situation, and they said that we attacked them, which is not true. And yeah, so there was like many media, many newspapers, just took that, what the police said, and broadcasted it, and it was heavy work to point out the truth, what happened.
And fuck. And no one from these newspapers came to you and tried to make an interview with you as group or as the Syrian refugee guy.
No, as far as I know, no one.
No one. Just they made shit up in the newspapers by themselves.
Yeah, they just trusted to what the police said.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, by now there are videos outside. There are many people who watched it
Yeah.
from their apartments
Mm-hmm.
or just like on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Who also told the newspapers and everyone else that what the police said is not true. So
Yeah. Fuck. And then what happened afterwards with the Syrian refugee guy?
sorry, what happened?
Yeah, afterwards, what is the end of the story? I mean, of how?
The end.
Yeah.
I don't know if the story has an end.
Okay.
It's just like the next week was extremely hard work because we were talking to many different organizations, also to university, to the city, to like press work, and I think the story didn't end. It just goes on, and it's about like organizing yourself and like finding people to support you, and to stop deportations and all the shit that happens around it.
So did the police pay fine back or something? Something pay off of what they did to you?
Right now, I think no one heard anything from the police,
Okay.
but maybe they will like file what's the word? Like try to prosecute people because of things they didn't do, and the same police officers who were beating the shit out of people were seen several days later doing investigations around the place. So there's not even like an independent group of people or police officers investigating it.
Yeah,
It's the same people.
the same fucking people. Yeah, yeah. I expect more than that. Sure, it's not something new for me, but for the people here, everyone should know what is going on. This is just one fucking case that was uploaded on the internet, and people were able to talk about it because you, as German students or activists or group, managed to help. And see, there are a lot of others who have no contacts, have no one that could help them in the camps or out of the camps. So it's just one story, and it went viral in some circles, but in some other circles, no one gives a shit. Yeah, especially the right wing or the state or the system, basically, and that's yeah, it's a big indication that they don't give a fuck, and the same police officers are doing the investigation, and they're still working. Basically, they are still serving in the police department. They should have been in prison at least if they don't lose their jobs. That's the least thing that could or should happen with them, but nothing happened. So my other question, did they destroy something in the house? Did it when they broke in?
You mean like physically anything in the house? I don't
Physically,
know about.
yeah, and you don't know. Okay.
I don't know.
Did
No.
they take someone's phone or laptops or some or books or whatever or diaries? Did they take some objects with them?
No, not at that point. But there were far too many like police officers to do something like that. But like home visits are still possible. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They may still do that, but I think right now it didn't happen. But yeah, I think not.
Okay. And do you know if they took that Syrian refugee's phone or not when they took him? Or there in the police
Mm,
station?
I think they took the mobile with him,
Yeah.
but like was not not to write messages or to talk to people. I think they just took it with them, and maybe I would have given it to him in the airplane. I don't know.
Okay. No, yeah, because I wanted to know that, because that usually happens that the police, when they arrest or kidnap someone, and that person has a laptop or a phone, they take their digital things and they try to access these things and take everything that they copy everything basically, or compromise everything before they continue their work on the victim, basically. So that's why I wanted to know if they took someone's laptop or someone's phone when they broke in, or they destroyed or took some diaries, or yeah. And then you told me about that they took his phone, but you don't know what exactly happened afterwards. Yeah.
No, I don't really know about that.
That's really important for the people here to know that it's not just
Yeah.
it's kidnapping, it is interrogating, it is torture, that what they did, traumatizing, all that combined, and yeah. So I think his psychology is so fucked right now, and he's in great depression. Uh, and the others, the big boys, the police officers, they have fun life. They sleep every day with no problem. That's the thing, you know. They believe that what they doing is right. Yeah. Um. So these were my main questions. But do you would you like to add something?
I would like to thank everyone that is listening, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I would like to add that it's not impossible,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just about like organizing, telling friends, and yeah, there are ways to make it harder.
Mm-hmm.
So there are also structures to support it. So
Yeah.
just try to build up structures to get informed, to get solidarity with each other,
Mm-hmm.
and also to get into public, to tell people what that shit is happening, because many of people don't know. Some of them also don't care, but some don't even know. And if they knew what shit is happening, maybe things would change.
Okay. So, I personally have a platform now, YouTube and Twitter, and my YouTube channel is F the Sis and AFD, and the Twitter as well. So it is I could publish, or I could upload anything, and no one should care about problems with the police. If there is a problem, if anyone wants to upload videos or something that concerns such stuff, and you don't have to blur any shit. Uh, yeah. So that's it's for you, and information for you, and for anyone out there. Yeah, and we should encourage refugees to also document everything officially, or most of the things that happened to them, for their protection, and also an evidence, if something goes wrong. You know, they have evidence in the end if something goes wrong, and to, as you said, solidarity. Um, yeah. So would you like to say something else?
Mm. No, I'd like to thank everybody that supported us in that hard times, and yeah, I wish you all good luck and all the best.
Cool. Yeah. I said I asked you my questions. I don't have really specific thing, because my other questions would be not good and will not have answer because already some people in danger as well. Yeah, so it's not good to ask. I think these questions are enough for the public or the audience or anyone out there who's gonna listen to this to know that that is happening here in Germany by the police, and it's not utopia when you come to or when you go anywhere, even when you come to Germany, you struggle, and you're worth nothing as well, and the system does not give a fuck about you. Yeah, so you should know at least before you think to move somewhere. So that's all, and thanks a lot for calling, and I hope we talk again, or we see us, yeah, and do some, yeah. So thanks a lot for being with us on air. Thanks for everyone.
For listening.
Yeah, and I say ciao for now, and I continue my session with the people. Yeah, right.
All the best.
Thanks. You
Ciao.
too. Tschüssi.
Cheers.
So, as you heard right now from our friend, I don't want to say his name. Definitely, the government knows who he is, etc. But also, it's not safe to say out loud because of the neo-Nazis groups out there. And that basically what happens in Germany to the refugees or in Europe in general. And for anyone out there who thinks it's utopia, you are wrong. We struggle. We experience a lot of shit. We are oppressed, and we worth nothing to the system or to the police department or whatever. And we are just part of the business of the system here in Germany or in Europe in general. And when a government, example, if I'm from Lebanon, example, from Middle East, Lebanon, and my government wants me or wants to arrest me, and I applied for asylum in Germany, they would easily just contact the German government, and the German government will find a way out to deport me back to the Lebanon government. It's common business between governments. And this year, I think in February or March, I don't remember exactly, there was that scandal in Belgium that the Belgian government leaked 100 refugees' data and informations to the Sudanese government. And these 100 are Sudanese people. So they leaked to them because, I mean, common business. So for the Sudanese government to see, we need this guy, we don't need this guy, we have some interest in this guy or in this girl because she or he was an activist or against the system or anti-authoritarian regime or whatever, or know some informations about some projects or shit. So we will see which one we pick, and then we tell you as we tell the Belgian government to deport them, kidnap them, and deport them. And the same things happen in Germany and everywhere else. But in Germany, it's not scandal yet. But I hope that some heroes, I would say heroes, to start that and to expose the shit in the system and expose the brutal reality and the oppression of the refugees or dark-skinned people or black people, especially black people. So I'm gonna go back, take some rest,